What does game mean, first of all? Game is the thing that you're doing, Jesse, where you're looking to make an impact or from where you're trying to get your results, the vehicle you're going to use to be impactful in life, whether that's in sales, whether it's with your family, whether it's in the community, whether it's in business, whatever it is that you're doing, that's the game. Now, to have game means you understand what game you're in, you understand how that game actually works, and you understand how the outputs of that game are measured. Meaning, when you're in, for example, when you're in the basketball world, the game is winning the games on the scoreboard, because the sports world, what makes the sports world so great is that there's an objective arbiter known as the scoreboard. And it doesn't matter what everybody in the stands thinks, because at the end of the game, we look at the scoreboard. Whoever has the most points wins the game. Now, you don't have to like me. I got the most points. I won. Give me the trophy. That's how it works in sports. Business world's a little bit different because it's much more subjective. It's much more based on opinions. Okay, whose opinion? All right, what is their opinion based on? What is the subjectivity? You need to know. And when you know, that's how you find out how you win the game. I.e., you go to a job interview. Okay, they're interviewing 3 people for one job. All right, what are they measuring on? You should know. Who is the other candidates? You should know. All right, what are they most looking for in a candidate? You should know. That's part of your game. You should know what they're looking for so you can best position yourself to win the competition. That's part of having game, is that you need to know the game that you're in. The issue that a lot of people have, a lot of professionals have this issue, entrepreneurs as well, is that they think they're in one game, they're actually in another game. Now, I talk to entrepreneurs, for example, with books. We're talking about books here. And a lot of entrepreneurs who write books think they're in the business of writing a book. You're not in the writing book business. You're in a selling book business, because nobody buys your book. Doesn't matter that you wrote it, right? Because nobody will know what you said. They got to actually buy it and read it in order to get something out of it. If you wrote the book and it's sitting on the shelf and nobody buys it, does it matter that you wrote it? No, because nobody saw it. Nobody knows what's in it. So you're in the sales business. You're not in the writing book business. You're in the selling book business. Even publishing companies are in the selling business, not the publishing business. And a lot of people think they're in one game when they're actually in another one. And this is another challenge. It's a different conversation with social media and internet. A lot of content creators think they're in the business of just putting stuff on the internet. Well, how are you going to make any money? All right, they're making money off you. You're not making any money. Whole different game. You got to know the game that you're in. Their game is different from your game. So having game means knowing what game you're in and knowing what you need to do to actually get the desired outcome. And that is clarity. It goes right back to the question you asked me earlier, Jesse. The clarity of where are we going here and why are we doing this? This is the proverbial seeing the forest from the trees. So that's what the game is. Now, how do you actually do this?